Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me here on Music with Todd Ledbetter. I appreciate you guys clicking the button and come on over. I do really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. And we got some, looks like to me, from what I'm understanding, some pretty heavy metal with some gnarly riffs. That's the only way I can describe it so far. We're looking at Bleed From Within, and this is off their Fracture album, which is released in 2020. The song that we're going to play today is The End of All We Know, which is the title track of that album. Spotify shows that it's the most played by far. Let's see. I do know that they have, I just kind of looked a little bit into them, and they have a 2022 release as well, which is a EP. I think it's 4 songs. So that's cool too. But we'll check out this very recent 2020 effort from Bleed From Within, and we're just going to get right into it. Let's see. I'm going to go over to the old YouTubers, and we're going to play this from YouTube. All right, so Bleed From Within. This is their 2020 release title track from the album Fracture, The End of All We Know. Oh. Check that out. Oh no. You want to see that? Oh. Oh man. It's got a great cadence.
Insanity again and again, like a ring of sessions, flooding the shadows below. In this moment there is pain in our eyes. All that we have left, we will die for. I finally feel like I can breathe again. Take a moment to absorb the consequence of taking the fall. The light is failed to capture. Years on the ground, looking up at the world for mercy. I shed my skin.
Oh, that's cool.
Let the fires rise. From the ashes we will see the light. Where the embers lie, our leprosy no longer denied.
That was awesome. Hope I stopped it and not started it. Okay. Awesome. Well, that was thoroughly enjoyable in my book. That was great. I thought the production on that was really good. I enjoyed the production of that. Just the placement of all the instruments. The bass could have been a little louder, but I always say that because I'm a bass player. But I always say that. And I think too, I've got cheap equipment here. I'm not getting the best fidelity either. These headphones. I mean, come on, they're totally falling apart. I don't even have any like vinyl on the foam or anything. I've had these things for, oh my gosh, like 15 years or something. I mean, technology is so much better. So it could be part of that, because they can really, mix things in such a way that really is enhanced by modern audio technology, and so when I'm way behind, so I may be missing out, but I'm not missing out on much. I heard it. It was the bass was fantastic, and like I said, the production was great. But what I also really liked was the arrangement of this song. Very, very smartly done, I thought. Lots of transitions and a lot of times just short transitions. A couple of main themes and then a bunch of different types of transitions, and then there kind of a little slowdown for just like a measure and boom, right back into it. Just a really smart and exciting arrangement of this song, which was totally just enhanced by the musicianship, of each one of them. Let me just say that the singer was great. Right out of the gate, I liked him the second I heard a note, anything come out of his mouth. It felt just perfect, right in the right spot. He had great control. He had a lot of presence and a lot of strength and what's the word? Just kind of like a strong vocal push. He really was aggressive and confident, I guess, in his vocal ability, and it came through really, really amazingly. I thought in this song he was just this. I thought he did great, and of course enhanced. And they gave him plenty of time too to establish himself. Of course, with me, I was hooked, instantaneously. But they gave him lots of time to do his thing, and then they threw in those background harmony vocals, which, in my mind, just elevated the song to just a level that it deserved to be at, really, in a good way, and it just kind of brought, just more sonically to the song, I think, and it's fun and it sounded great, and I like that mixture of clean vocals and harsh vocals, even if the clean vocals are background harmony vocals. I like it when growlers harmonize their growl with another growl. That intrigues me too, and like I've heard that before, and it's not the background or the harmony vocals are not just the growl. There's other clean vocals as well, but you can hear an alternative harsh vocal in there. I think that's cool. I didn't hear that this time, but the drummer was just popping, man. He was just what a great, like I mentioned, the cadence of this song, man. It just like, it's like you were just standing at the bus stop, and then all of a sudden, instead of right in front of the bus, you see the bus coming, and all of a sudden your buddies come screaming around the bus, yeah, right to the bus stop. But they don't stop; they just grab your ass and they take you with them. Instead of you having to ride the bus, they don't even slow down. They just grab you and you're gone. And that's what this song did to me. It was like instantaneously, and a big part of that was the drumming, the cadence of this song just really just caught my attention, and it felt really good. Just it had a good, bounce to it. It's a dumb word, bounce. It's a hardcore bounce though, so super good. And the bass was fantastic, absolutely just nailing the tightness of the with the guitar, in sections, just so it's so fast, and to have more than one person doing that same fast lick and having it sound perfectly synced. I mean, that's that's pretty cool, man. That is just some tight playing, and so many cool riffs. Nothing boring, you know. No, there was a great theme of the song, you know, but there was always, you know, a flare, you know, and a flurry somewhere, and another lick, you know, and just another approach and a break, and just so many techniques, but all of them were just done to perfection and very, very enjoyable. Entertainment wise, again, the guitar was, you know, it's hard to pick like my favorite highlight, but the guitar was high up there. I mean, I was really focused on what the guitarist was doing because it sounded so cool. It sounded so amazing. The chords he was using every once in a while, yeah, some of the changes really just felt like he was just taking me somewhere new, man. We weren't going to the same old place, and it felt good. It felt good. He really, really sounded great. I loved his tone, his aggressiveness, you know, his speed, but also the delicacy and the preciseness of his abilities, you know, just super good. So all of them really were just super talented. But I mean, I guess it's between, you know, the guitar, probably number one, that really grabbed my attention to the song. Vocally, it was, you know, that's why I couldn't decide. I mean, I could listen to it again and go, no, that was really cool vocally. And, you know, equal as they are, I'm going with the vocals. But then the drumming too was just so amazing and so integral in that song. And he was part of the precision in a lot of that, you know. I mean, not only just carrying that freaking awesome like gallop, you know, and I don't know if it's called a gallop, but just a running sort of feel just felt so good. You know, like you just like, the gun went off, you hit the starting blocks, you just jump out of the blocks and you're gone. You know, if you're a track and field fan. Super good though. Everybody was tight. Great song. Great arrangement. You know, songwriting, just production. All their abilities was fantastic. I enjoyed that tremendously from a band I have never ever heard of. Which is what we do here, you know. You guys give me so many good bands to listen to. I'm hardly ever even slightly disappointed, which doesn't seem real, but there's just a lot of good music, you know. You just have to admit it. You know, it's not all for everybody that goes through this channel, but you know, some good music. I was just looking at a little bit of information on these guys. So it says I was looking at some of the info on Spotify, and I was just gonna read a little bit of it from you because I'm kind of interested. Bleed From Within have been to hell and back in the last 2 years, but these Glasgow bruisers are no stranger to enduring hardship. So I guess when the global pandemic threatened to shut down and their release for their fourth album, I guess it's their fourth studio album, Fracture, which is the one we just listened to, they responded by just, you know, it says here, you know, each one of them gave the middle finger. That is hilarious. I just kept pressing on. That's so funny. Right? Yeah, so right. Despite facing pressures to postpone. So they were able to, if they weren't able to have any venues, they would find a way to deliver the headbanging to the front doors of their fans instead. It goes on, but that was pretty cool. Talks about some of the bands they've opened up for, like Megadeth and Lamb of God, Testament, Heaven Shall Burn, and that just is to list a few, it says here. So they got a lot of streams on with their music, so it looks like they're doing great. And yeah, they got that new 2020 EP. So looks like they've been around for like 10 years, you know. So I didn't look exactly, but I think I read that, and I didn't say it, but I think I read that and somewhere along the line. Anyways, very fun. Thank you guys. I appreciate you hanging out with me and just chit-chatting a little bit on these guys. Bleed From Within. Very fun, very cool video. I liked it very much. Let me know what you thought, and just put that down in the comments. If you heard of these guys, if you've seen them with one of these other bigger bands they may have opened up for, or maybe a small club they were, you know, they were playing there, you know, they were the headliner, or any kind of club. I don't know how big they play on their own tour, headlining tours. I'm not sure what kind of venue they reach, but hopefully it's a big one because they sound great. So they're Scottish, I guess. All right. So make sure you do that. Let me know what you think in the comments. So yeah, and we'll see you guys in the next video. But before I go, I just want to remind you to subscribe, please, if you would. I do this at the end just in case you've already clicked off. You don't have to hear it all the time. I appreciate it. Subscribe, please. I don't even have 10% of my viewers or subscribers yet. So I feel like with that many, I'm approaching 10,000, that if even another, 10% subscribe, grow the channel quite a bit. We'd have some fun, and we're having fun now. So I want you to join me. I want you to be notified. That's why I ask you, and also helps to grow the channel, of course. So there is some benefit to me. I don't know what it is yet because it's not monetary. So I don't know what the benefit is. It's just fun. I love the music. I love doing this. And then I love looking at the back end and just seeing growth, and just loving that people like these songs enough to, subscribe to the channel to see what other songs you guys are going to want us to hear. So fun stuff. All right, guys, we'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.